it's Jamie Williams with your next edition of Livin in 765 Hallmark Home Mortgage, and today I'm here with Renee from RoundTable Wellness. Hi Renee, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you so much for having us.
Well, of course. Thanks for thinking of me.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about your business and when you guys opened.
Okay, so RoundTable Wellness was founded almost 7 years ago. I think May will be 7 years that we've been open here in Lafayette. So RoundTable Wellness is a behavioral health facility where we treat eating disorders, disordered eating, and people that struggle with body image issues and things like that.
And that's a huge topic nowadays, isn't it?
It really is. I mean, it's a very needed service. It is actually the second highest mental health illness as far as mortality, only second to the opioid epidemic.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, it's a very serious mental health condition that is not really talked about much or addressed. So it's great to fill that gap in this community.
Okay, and you're not just in this community anymore.
We aren't in this community just anymore. Yes, we opened a second location in December of 2022 in Carmel, Indiana. So that has been up and running for a few months, and my goodness, like we are getting very busy there as well, filling that gap in that community. So it's been exciting.
Me, what drove you to open RoundTable Wellness?
Well, I started, I'm a registered dietitian by training, and I treated eating disorders in the outpatient setting. So I would get referrals from physicians or mental health providers, and I just recognized the lack of services that were available to my clients. And I also recognized the importance of treating an eating disorder in a collaborative sense. So having multidisciplines involved in somebody's treatment. And it was just really difficult to find that in the community. So opening RoundTable Wellness gave that to our community as far as having mental health services and dietitian services under one roof where we can treat them collaboratively and comprehensively.
So it's a whole client effort to get them back to where they need to be.
It is. We collaborate with the client's psychiatrist, their medical provider, their therapist, their dietitian, and whoever else is part of their treatment team. And sometimes that involves their family as well. Of course, if they're adolescent, of course that involves their family as well. But even the adult client, bringing in their support system to help them understand what they're struggling with as well, to help just propel them through recovery, because we know that the more support you have, the better your chance for recovery as well.
That's awesome. So where are you guys actually located here and then in Carmel?
So in Lafayette, we're located downtown Lafayette on the corner of 9th and South Street in an old historic house. It's a really warm environment for clients to come into. It's not that sterile hospital setting. And then in Carmel, we are located, it's kind of on the east side of Carmel, off of Rangeline Road. And it is a complex, a commercial complex, but you go in and it has this very nice, warm environment with lots of windows in the back and trees. So it's a really nice environment as well.
So how do people get in contact with you? Is it referrals from other healthcare fields, or can they just come in and reach out to you, or what does that look like?
Yeah, there is no referral required, so any client can just call us and say they're interested in seeking services, and we get them set up for assessments. We can also take referrals from physicians and other mental health providers in the community and anybody, but really we do look for that client to contact us and demonstrate that they're motivated and interested in services.
Right. So what else does the Lafayette area and Carmel area need to know about?
Well, I think something that's really important is, sometimes people are wrapped up in that diet culture, and they're just not feeling like they know what they're doing as far as food, or they have anxiety around food. Even if you just don't know and you're like, do I have an eating disorder? I don't know. It doesn't hurt to reach out. We can assess you, our mental health provider will assess you, our dietitian, and truly you might not meet clinical criteria for eating disorder, but that doesn't mean you don't need any kind of treatment or education around all of that. So I think the important thing is if you're curious, if there's something inside of you that doesn't feel right, like with your relationship with your food or body image, contact us.
Okay, perfect, thank you. So do you guys have any upcoming events?
So, we do look to the future of having more CEU events for other providers. There is more work that needs to be done and more providers to do that work. So we do look to the future of having like CEU events to help train and educate our community.
Very cool. So how do they reach out to you?
So they can call us. Our office number here in Lafayette is 765-630-7222. They can also email us at info. Some people like to email more than they like to make a phone call. So info@roundtablewellness.com is a great number to reach out to us.
Well, perfect. Thank you so much. Well, thanks, Lafayette. If you guys are in need of her service, please reach out because it's a community. We want to be all close-knit and we can help. Once again, Jamie Williams, Hallmark Home Mortgage, Livin in 765. Till next time.